So here we are with maybe our 5th idea for out here for the turtles. So we decided to use the area where we had these 2 tubs last year. We're gonna use, lost it. We're gonna use that big old pool. We couldn't find anything better. We searched and searched and searched. We ordered something that came in, it wasn't what we wanted. So we're gonna use, it's just about 10 foot by 6.5 foot by 26 inches deep. So we're gonna do the same thing we did last year for the winter. We're gonna kind of bury it into the ground a little bit. We don't know how strong these pools are. So what we did, we also ordered another liner to go for to the inside of that. Okay, so that's not in yet. Our job today is put some laminate down, because whoever had this house before must have had a concrete patio, and they must have just chopped up the cement, because there's just pieces of cement all over the place. So we're gonna get some laminate, put that down first, try to fit the pool in. The problem with the pool is they kind of have angled poles going out, so it's not just straight up and down. So we have to try to get them into the dirt, and it doesn't matter really how level the bottom is. Like with a tub, if it wasn't level on one side, it affected the whole tub. But with the pool, because it's liner, you know, it could be a little, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just the sides that have to be straight, so the water comes up level. So right now we're putting down the laminate. The laminate, I keep calling it laminate.
Layment?
The underlayment.
Yeah.
And we got another one to put down here. Then we're gonna try to put the pool in here again and see if we can level it out. Then we can backfill some of the dirt up against the sides, but we can't do that until we put water in there. So we have something pushing up against the liner. So if we backfill it now, we'll just collapse. Goal for right now is to get that in here and get it level. All right, guys, so here we are. Fingers crossed that this comes up pretty level. It was really, really difficult to level this out, just because this is a pool. This isn't meant to go into the ground. So what we're doing now, we're going to fill it up a little bit. Like I said, we're still going to put that extra liner on top, but we can't backfill the dirt, like I mentioned, until there's some pressure from the water. So I just want to fill it up a little bit and also make sure there's no leaks along the seams. We had one of these where it leaked out of the box, and we don't want to go through all this and find out there's a leak. So here we are with the liner that's going to go inside the pond, not the pond, the pool, like we were talking about earlier. It came in. So this is our next goal, is to put this to give it a little bit more reinforcement. We're not sure how sturdy that will be in the winter, and our goal is to leave it out all winter long. So this is going to go on top of the liner in the pool there. Ordered an extra big one, so we'll probably have some left over, but we want some to go over the side. We're not sure how well it's going to sit in there. So we're going to get some sealant and just probably put it just around the top. So this isn't the 45 mil, or whatever they call it. This is the 20. We didn't really need the super good stuff because it's already gone on top of a liner. So we're going to measure this out and see how much it needs. We have a little bit water. We put a little bit of water in the pool already, just so the dirt didn't push in. So we're going to try to drain that a little bit out before we put this in, and hopefully everything stays level. So that's our next goal.
Yep.
I'm gonna get a shot of it in here, Ben. So we just have to straighten this out a little bit. We thought we'd be able to get away with some extra, but we think we're just gonna leave it hang over. And the goal is to possibly put wood around and make it look a little nicer, but this is the main thing right now. All right, so we just don't want to have any stretching along the bottom there before we fill water. So look at this selfie stick. So
I'm gonna have to get in there probably. And
yeah, we'll push it back, because what happens if you leave it stretched like this and you add water, it'll stretch on the liner itself and make weak spots. So this is where we are. I'm probably, this camera's all over the place. All right.
It smells like a pond.
Oh man, I wish we could have just dug it in, but this is a lot less permanent. All right. So we have a little bit more underlayment. We really went crazy with the underlayment, so we have 2 layers under there so far, and this is going to go, then we have the 2 liners, then we are going to put this over top of this liner on the bottom there, because we're going to have to put cinder blocks and different things for the turtles and fish to hide in some rocks. We're not going to go with gravel on the bottom because it's too hard to clean up, and we don't see this as a permanent.
I've flattened out.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Turn on the hose.
So, ow. Deck boards. So we're gonna keep an eye on this. We're gonna start filling it up, let it get to a certain amount, and then we're gonna loosen up on the outside liner, just to see if it naturally wants to pull any more liner into it, so it's not stretching. And we'll see where we are with a few inches of water. So this is new. We never done this before, and we'll let you know how it works out. Where it's going to be we know it's kind of going to be off because we dug it into the ground and it was really hard to level it out. So as long as it's close, we'll be happy. And then the next step will be to work on a wetlands filter for it, using a 150-gallon tub or that galvanized tub back there. So that's probably going to be, if this works and this holds water and it's stable, then we will move on to filtration. And hopefully these turtles are in this pond and out of that algae water this weekend. So we're on to building the filters. Our idea, we got a 150-gallon tub here, and we decided to go with this. We think this will fit the best. And what we're using is milk crates. We couldn't figure out how to put them in. Putting the full milk crate in there just wasn't fitting properly, and it gave too much just empty space. So we got the idea to cut them in half so we can run the tube down here. We'll have all this empty space. We'll cut holes in the tube. We'll follow up with that. And this will leave some void space. Put the bigger rocks on top of here than smaller rocks. And get up the pebble rock, the little pea rocks up on top. So we think this might work. We still have to cut a 5-inch hole on the back of each one of those for, this is the tubing we're going to use for it. This is just, I believe it's 5-inch yard grade. I think they just kind of use it for gutters and things like that. So we're going to put this under there. This will come up top here, and then we'll run the pump. We'll run the output of the pump into this. It'll shoot the water in. We'll have holes, we'll poke holes in this. The water will come up through the rock, and then we'll have a couple outlet pipes going back into the pond. That's the plan, at least.
That's plan.
So far, this is 27. Where we are. Yesterday's plans, when we were using the gutter tubing, didn't work. We did a test run, and we poked holes in here, and it just came out the seams. So should have known that was going to happen. But we did a test run. I was going to say dry run, but it was a wet run. So we went back to using PVC. So this is what we got so far. We got 1.5-inch tubing going down, which is where the pump tubing will go into. Then we have 3-inch tubing on the bottom with 1/2-inch holes that we drilled into it. And we cut down the milk crates so they weren't so high. And we'll have to do a video on how they lock together. Since the milk crates lock together, you can stack them up. We did it sideways, so even though we cut them, there's still support here. Then we put the twisted ties just to keep together while we're working with it. So it kind of worked out pretty good. So now what we're going to do, we're going to put the next size rock, this size right here, which we put around the tubing. We're going to layer that in here until we cover up the milk crates. And then we're going to go with a level of this size rock here. And then we're going to go with the pea gravel. Then I still have to drill the outlet tube holes for the tubes. And boy, then we're gonna try it. Fingers crossed, I have no idea. This is what we got going. We called our Howie, right? How we do it?
How we do it, exactly.
Not how to do, how we do. So we'll post more, and maybe we'll do if this actually works, maybe we'll do kind of a step-by-step. This is a 150-gallon tub, so it's pretty freaking big filter. But we're going to load in the gravel now, and we'll keep everybody updated how this works out. It's coming out down there. Yeah, it looks like
it's coming out. It just didn't reach the level yet.
We got a test run right here.
The water coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out of the hole.
Sides.
Cool. All right. Cool. First level rock in. Totally underestimate how much rock you need for a 150-gallon tub. Whew. So we had to go back to the store, get some bigger rock, the first layer, because it wasn't covering up the grates. And then we used this rock for the next layer. Tried to rinse everything out the best we can. Then we used about, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bags, 50-pound bags of the pea gravel. We're still going to need some more, but this is fine for now to get everything working. When we go out to get the plants, we could always get a couple more bags. So now, the nice thing about these tubs, they have a drain on the bottom. So now we're going to run water through, see how long it takes to come up. I still have to drill these holes, but we're not letting any water go out right now. Then we're just going to let everything drain down and soak some of this, take some of this dirt out of the rocks. It was impossible just to clean it every bag. So we're just going to keep on rinsing it in here. We got it. We're 4 minutes in. What's up, babe? Yeah, yeah.
What's up?
Yep. So is this a little higher in the back? Is that what happened there?
Looks like it might be.
All right. How dirty that water is. Whew. All right, now we're going to backwash it. How level does this look? Pretty close. Not too bad.
Four minutes?
Is that what it took before? 4 minutes?
What time is it?
I don't want to say the final moment of truth, but this is the moment of truth where we got the output pipes put in, so we have to make sure they don't leak and the flow's right, so this doesn't drain too fast or too slow. And then tomorrow will be the test with the pump.
Nervous?
Just used, that's 1.5 inch PVC pipe for the outputs and uniseals. So this is pretty thick. So hopefully the uniseals had enough room to grab. Once you put the uniseal in, it's not very tight. You can push it out pretty easily. So it makes you a little nervous, but once you push the pipe through, spreads it out. We got some plumbing for tomorrow because we're going to be using the bigger pumps that are running these guys, and it's like 2,800 gallons per hour. It's going to be too much. We don't want this to come up too fast. So we're going to have to do a few adjustments. I don't know if anything.
Not yet.
Where's it going to come up first?
Right there. Or maybe right there.
I'm sure it's off a little bit. We tried to level this the best we can, but I'm sure it's off.
Yeah. Oh, I see water!
Here we go, here we
go.
go.
I see water! Sammy's all excited. He thinks we see an animal. It's just water. It's water. You want to come up here? Come on up. Come on up. Oh, you need a stool. You need a stool, buddy.
Oh, it's coming out already.
Ow. It's got to fill up. Let's see how fast it fills up.
Hopefully it doesn't drain as fast as it comes out. Grab some of this out here.
very soothing.
Yeah, there we go.
Beep, beep. We rinse this rock out for like 5 days, twice a day.
All right, it's working. Good deal. We just have to adjust the water flow now. But this is fine. We can definitely plant things in here. This doesn't have to be too deep. So I think we're going to throw a pump in here just to keep this filtered. And
Let's do it.
let's do it. I can adjust it tomorrow. How clean that water is. I think those 1.5 are going to work perfect. Hey guys, we're going to set up this, we're going to finish setting up this tub today, this pond. And we have to clean out the other ones. We have to get the stones out and the basking spots. So we're just going to put these adults in here for right now, and while we work around in here. So this is the first turtles going in. Ah, there they go.
Oh,
they got some room.
Hey.
That's 7, right? I put one in.
We're all going nuts.
The water's a little cloudy because we just stirred up the gravel.
Yeah.
And we're stirring things up, but hopefully everything.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Look at all that swim space. Look at all that swim space. I love when they just start chasing each other. Chasing the fish. Guys. All right, we're gonna get some basking areas set up for them. Look at him chasing that little concentric.
A little male.
He's like a little tuffy.
Well, we put these guys away from my toe. Away from my toe. That's not food. That's not food.
They're sneaking up at you. He's sneaking up at you. See, he's right by your foot. Right by your foot.
Susan's catching some of the fish from the tubs. Look at that guy. Jesus. Oh, beautiful. Oh. That's got to be the biggest. Very cool. All right, guys, it's coming together. It is coming together. We'll continue to move things around. Look at that guy's son in there. We definitely want to do some more with the aesthetics, but right now we're going to give them some basking areas. We'll get it straightened out.
One's falling in. So cool.
So funny when they all go for the same one.
Yeah.
This is how we find things. Pick them up off the side of the road, don't fit in the car, and I'll sit back here and hold on to this branch. I don't know if you can see it there, if you can angle up a little bit. Got this big old stick back here.
It's gonna beep the whole way.
Beep, beep, beep. Right just around the corner, so an old tree fell down. So I'm gonna see if we can utilize this from the pond. Pretty cool piece, and I don't think it's stealing, right?
No, it's nature.
It's not stealing. All right, I'll tell you what, pretty embarrassing if it was.
It'd be embarrassing if it fell out, because then I'm just gonna speed off.
This is our find. We've been eyeing up this piece for weeks now. It's finally ours. Oh.
All right.
Right at my toe. Right at my toe. I just don't like how this is sticking out. All right, here we are, about a month into the complete pond build, maybe a little bit longer, but everything went good. We actually did water tests today, and the water's like perfect. The ammonia levels, the nitrite levels, so we're pretty happy with it. So this is it. Everything's not totally finalized. We're gonna pretty things up a little bit and put some sides on here and maybe a ledge on here, and then we should be good. We're just trying to get the highest in. We're trying to get the water plants to really start thriving in here. It usually takes a little bit of time for that to happen, but the plants in the wetlands filter are doing great. They're really taking root. You can feel when you're pulling the plant that they're starting to take root in that. And like I said, we're just having a little issues with the hyacinth in here, but everything's coming together really good. So so thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned, because we're gonna do a video on our barrel pond. That is the beast over there. So if you tune in, we'll show you how we built that, and man, we got some killer filters on this little pond, but it's working out really well. Stay tuned. See you soon.